My question was a little more, I guess, philosophical. You've had a great career, a long career. What are some things you've seen change in the music business and as a musician that are encouraging, and some things that have changed that are alarming?
Well, the rate and the growth of the technology is great on one hand and alarming on another. When I was coming up, we had to put the record on and listen and use these, really, really use these. I mean, now you can go to the internet and get whatever you want, which is great. You know, you can get those tutorials, but it was something about listening to Gad, trying to figure out that feel. Even if I didn't figure it out, I came up with something of my own, trying to emulate what he did, or what Billy Cobham did, or what Lenny White did, or whoever you're listening to, you know. The way people consume their music nowadays is totally different than how it was when I was coming up, obviously. You know, we had record stores. You could go to the store and buy, you know, whatever you heard on the radio. Radio has changed drastically, you know. You used to hear Stevie Wonder, then you would hear the Allman Brothers, you know, then you would hear maybe Diana Ross. I mean, it was just all mixed up, you know. There was no format. So now everything is formatted. People consume things, you know, differently now. I mean, there are pros and cons to it, you know. The record industry has definitely changed. You know, trying to get a deal now is, I mean, it's like signing up to be a slave, basically, you know. The independent route is the way to go now, unless you happen to come upon a company that's going to really treat you fairly, you know, and give you the money that you deserve. Most record labels nowadays don't develop artists. They don't take the artists and develop them, then put them on the road and support them. That's not happening anymore. That's sad to me, because there's a lot of talent that if you had like a Berry Gordy at Motown doing that now, it would be great, you know? So, I mean, there are lots of pros and cons, you know? I think we've lost the art of getting together and doing this, doing exactly what this is. You guys keep thanking me for doing this because this is a rarity, you know? And Mike is trying to bring this culture back. I think we all need to try to do that because it's missing now. You know what I mean? It really is missing now. I mean, I used to go to Atlanta Pro Percussion. Every other week it was somebody. You know, they used to have so many clinics. I used to miss a lot of them because I was gigging. You know, that's how many clinics were coming, guys were coming into town, you know. So that part of playing the drums to me should come back, because you learn a lot by just watching people. You know, if a guy didn't say anything to you, if I played and got up and walked out of here and you didn't ask me one question, you would get something, I hope, either positive or negative, what to do or what not to do. You know what I mean? So there are a lot of pros and cons. You know, it's like it's a strange industry right now, especially for the touring musician. Now, this year is an exceptional year. There are tons of people on the road now, because they're trying to make up for COVID. Everything is opening up. People, I mean, you got acts from the 70s out. Earth, Wind & Fire. Lionel Richie, I mean, you know, but across the board, you know, AC/DC, you got the Eagles. There's just a lot of people on the road right now. And that's great. I think that's beautiful for just music overall. You know, I hope it continues, you know. I think it will. I think that's a result, too, of not being able to sell your product and earn those royalties the way you used to be able to do back in the day. You got to earn your money on the road now, you know, which, you know, and that's good too, because it forces people, at least the newer acts, to really be able to get their stuff together and be able to hit that stage and put on a performance.